Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. Last time we forsook our old gods by getting rid of the value of Marked in order to have Tech X, but we won regardless. This time, bad start. HXL8 QXAS. You know the number one rule at the stat screen is you can't believe it's lies, but I gotta be honest with you. Pretty horrible start here as far as statistics go. As far as items go, at least there's some like variance introduced into the equation here that I actually am kind of a fan of. So we have the ability to like use the D12 to create situations like this. Maybe we can get a black market out of this. The reason I popped it early, by the way, first I wanted to make sure there were no tinted rocks I was losing, but then I wanted to see, you know, maybe that guy could give us a battery charge. This could lead to some money. I hope this doesn't blow up in my face. Swallowed penny. We have Mom's pearl. Wow, that was bad. We have Mom's pearl right now, so I think we're going to stick with that. We should try all the TNT just on the off chance we get something of value out of it. Oh, we also got a golden poop here. So, you know, we're hoping to reroll into tinted rocks. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. At least there's a chance. Okay, Dr. Fetus is obviously great. I think we're pretty happy with the, with Mom's Pearl right now. The Spirit Hearts could be pretty valuable for us, so let's just see if we can snag a little bit more money out of the situation here, and if we can't, that's fine. We got plenty more time left, but this is a great start. The Dr. Fetus pickup is, like, potentially outrageously useful, so we'll blow up the bombs, or sorry, the rocks that are already potentially useful here, like that one, and then we'll re-roll the rest. And actually, between Dr. Fetus and the D12, we may have a functional run here, and I mean that sincerely. You know, we've also got the ability to hit enemies that don't really find themselves easily killed by bombs with the orbital here, which is actually really positive that that even exists for us right now. I'm very happy with that. This is looking like, above all else, kind of a weird but not underpowered run, so I like that a lot. I wouldn't mind also being able to get a golden poop. There we go. Wow, that actually turned out really well. And we do have a key, so we can get to our shop as well. Now, we are going very slowly right now. It's because we're trying to actually, like, leverage the D12 as much as possible. I'm guilty of not always using this item constructively, so any way that we can get value out of it, I'm gonna probably err on the side of doing that for now. We're lucky enough to have a tinted rock, and our HP is probably the most considerable. Wow, that was actually just stupid. Slow down, slow down. HP is probably, like, without a doubt, the most considerable problem, if you ignore the fact that we're so poor right now. Only have 38 cents on the first floor. What's a boy supposed to do with that? We need, like, immunity to explosions, and then we're so good. I'm gonna buy the Spirit Heart, I'm gonna buy the card, and strength can be interesting at the very least, but oh god. Ooh, we're safe. We don't need extra bombs, so that seems worthless. Hopefully a second secret room, and then we'll go fight the boss. And I really feel like we've gotten actually a lot of momentum to work with now on this run. Our bombs really, really counter Little Horn. He's gonna be dead in no time flat here. We could wait like a second for him to stop moving. Ideally, that might be for the best. He's done. Blood Clot. Without really much of an advantage right now, but a good start. Okay, we can get awesome synergies here as well. If we could just get more bomb synergies as time goes on. We were safe here, or not this time, apparently. Let's just back it up here. Slow down, because there is a chance for us to well, that was weird. Red bombs thanks to Blood Clot, I guess. There is a chance for us to fuck this up, and the way that we would do that is actually very simple. Take too much damage. I mean, it's the essence of every time things go wrong in Isaac is because you took too much damage, but, you know, it's preventable in this situation, which is what would bum me out if we lost here. And I don't think we've really been guilty of taking too much terrible damage. I think we've just, maybe, we're overplaying our hand a little bit. Even if we use the orbital, which I think is, if not smart, the wafer's so good, especially on a Curse of the Blind. I don't know if it's the smartest idea. It might be slightly impatient, but at the same time, it is also good for my sanity, because otherwise some of these enemies, like these very fast-moving spiders, are going to be nearly impossible to kill. Thank God we got a Spirit Heart back, and I can feel like a little bit less of an idiot temporarily. Friends till the end is also fine. Obviously, very important on this floor. The shop. We got a golden key, so it's not like it's a problem to get in there. Do you just go to the curse room while it's up there? I think you probably just go to the curse room while it's up there. And don't forget about money either. Just blow this guy up. We have no interest in what he's selling. We might have been able to actually make it work with the strength card, but I don't think it's worth the risk. It's far too easy to overplay that this early on in a run. Just slow your roll. Watch battery, not worth too much. I wouldn't even give it the time of day. Well, I don't need a jacket. Here's our second secret room. And a little bit of money wouldn't hurt, but we don't need it necessarily. That could be very valuable, actually. But first, piggy bank. The candle. Seems to me you've lived your life like a candle in the wind. That was the dumbest damage I've taken in my adult life. But we got our Spirit Heart regardless. Let's come down here and give this guy 5 cents. Better trinket, maybe? And then starting, we're making like a New Year's resolution in Isaac again. Starting on the next floor, less dumb damage. That's all I ask for. Okay, we got it. 333, the number of the baby beast. Don't need a strength card right now. Might make sense to pop this strength card for a deal with the devil. But what are we looking for? I rarely ask for this. Just give me some raw HP. Pentagram. Also great. Don't get me wrong. Spirit Hearts. Spirit Hearts and Guppy items. Beautiful. That's fine. You know what? I'm actually very for this. This could be a deal with the angel situation. And a deal with the angel situation is something that I can get down with here on a run like this. We can easily blow up the angel statues. We could, you know, maybe get amazing bomb synergies with Sacred Heart or something like that somehow. I would say, you know, probably good chances of us getting at least one kind of mushroom item as well here. So I'm not going to re-roll mushrooms. Those are like some of the most high-value rocks in the game. If anything, we want to re-roll other shitty rocks. I was just seeing if those ones actually re-rolled, which they did. We want to re-roll other shitty rocks in the mushrooms. I suppose, that rainbow poops could be a really valuable kind of consequence of this as well. It's one of those things where, you know, you start to learn that maybe the D12 isn't quite as shitty as I've made it out to be. I think I've been at least cognizant when I talk. Ooh, there we go. First, we get mini mush, but it's a start. I've been cognizant, I think, when I talk about D12 to be like, it might be good, and I use it like an idiot. Wow, I actually cannot even get mini mush. In the end, like, if we can't fly ever and we miss out on mini mush, there's worse consequences on planet Earth, but obviously I wouldn't mind picking up a speed upgrade in particular. The range is just like, you know, gravy. And the reason we can't get to it is because the mushroom didn't explode into a pedestal, it just exploded into mini mush. So I guess a bit of a catch-22. You want the item, but the item makes it impossible to get the item. Unless, Hanged Man? Sun card? Well, Little Chad, not necessarily much of a pickup for us here. But if we could get Dark Bum right after, but I don't want Dark Bum. I was gonna say, I want to deal with the angel here, so let's come on in. And it sucks, like, right off the bat, I'm like, this is not a good deal with the angel situation. Just getting a single Eternal Heart. I mean, I want raw HP, but I want a better offensive setup to really get this run popping off. Like, I want this run to be Nicolas Cage in Leaving Las Vegas, and right now it's Nicolas Cage in the trailer for the straight-to-DVD film Arsenal. Not about the soccer club of the same name. I think we use one key. And the reason I say one key is because it sounds like monkey, which sounds like Mankey, which is my 48th favorite Pokemon from the original 150. Not including Mew, obviously, because that's 151, you fucking poser. Real talk, although I do not have any knowledge of modern Pokemon games, or even, I was so into Red, Blue, and Yellow, and yet, never even played Gold or Silver. Why? Great question. I don't know. I guess I thought at the time that I'd grown out of it. You know, too much preoccupation trying to be cool for the other 7th grade kids. Can you re-roll the poop? No, I figured we'd throw a chance in here, but obviously did not work. But I did, you know, between like 5th grade and 6th grade, I had a framed poster of the original 150 Pokemon on my wall. If you asked me how many to name, or like if to name as many as possible, I bet I could probably name like 80. I'm not gonna do, I could probably let me put it this way. If you say the name of a Pokemon from the original 150, I'd be like, no problem. Easiest game in the world. Is it a Pokemon or isn't it? However, if you ask me to name them all off the top of my head, it's like naming 50 states. You know, I'd probably get like 40 in and then be like, what am I missing? What am I missing? Either way, what are we missing on this run? Well, apparently it's the start of the Lion King. No, we're not missing much. Item room has already been discovered on this floor. We got Chaos. Chaos is exciting, but also like a little bit of a bummer that we didn't get, you know, Guppy items first right off the bat. That doesn't really matter. I guess we don't need Guppy. I'm just, you know, I'm predisposed to want to have Guppy. We do want to, if possible, go to the shop, but 3 cents. Oh, we've already been to the shop, you dummy. We bought Chaos. Okay, disregard. Last thing I was going to do here is go to the curse room and then sort this out and just nuke that guy down. Okay, so we're good to go. We should have used our strength card, I suppose, on one room because we're going to take the sun card with us for the future, but that's all right. Let's move along here. This was a long floor, and it had no reason to be necessarily. Oh, there totally was a path we could take there. All right, all right. Put the pitchforks away. I figured it out. Pilgrim. Let's go in here with our sun card. We've already gotten, I don't think it's worth a key for an angel statue, spirit heart at this point. We can use those for the shop and the item room on the next floor. We're good to go. Okay. Catacombs 2 with no map, and thus the sun card, not that advisable here. If you're wondering, NL, have you forgotten about the D12? No, I have not. I struggle with how we're going to use the D12 on a floor where the rocks are already good. Sure, we could maybe re-roll them into tinted rocks. I don't know if rocks can be re-rolled into tinted rocks, but that's kind of been, you know, one of the reasons I like this item, in theory at least. But mushrooms are like high-value rocks, so those are low-priority re-roll targets for me personally. I wonder if you could blow them up and then re-roll the stump into something else. Obviously, that seems stupid, but I figured, you know, we're not using our charges for anything else. We might as well give it a try. Okay, blood bag, please, blood bag. Now it's the song from Jurassic Park. I don't know why my brain is regurgitating music from my childhood. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, see you later. Thank God we got Mini Mush, because that actually made us fast enough to get out of there. Ooh, Piggy Bank came through in the clutch there as well. Okay, we're over 15 cents. It's the easiest thing in the world here to just get lulled into a false sense of security. We gotta stay vigilant. Keep your HP high-ish. If we can get another... Like, the deal with the Devil Train is not necessarily sailed. If we get another deal with the Angel, we could get a deal with the Devil after that. But we just want to get our key pieces first, just in case, you know, it makes sense for us to fight Mega Stan on this run, which is, I think, conceivable. I don't even know if I should have kicked that. It was a little dicey, but I had just an inkling that the secret room would be there. And sometimes, you know, people always say, trust your instincts. Trust your instincts. I don't believe in instinct. Oh, wow, that was a great dodge. Very instinctual. But what I do believe in is the, you know, the idea that instinct doesn't really mean some preternatural force you're unaware of, you know, like, it's deep in your DNA. I think it's just things that you know, you look at things subconsciously sometimes, and you may not consciously have access to the information that your brain actually possesses. So you're like, oh, I feel like I should move out of the way here. And then, you know, lightning strikes right next to where you were standing, and you're like, whoa, that was good luck. Maybe it was good luck, or maybe your brain was like, hey, idiot, some static electric charges forming right now. Well, we have to. We absolutely need Mr. Mega. That was well worth. You know what? I will take the fly as well, because it gets us closer to Beelzebub. But we took a lot of damage in the process there, but the Mr. Mega bombs should be worth it. And we might have to play a little bit more conservatively in the near future here, just because of the damage that we did to ourselves, but it was worth it. That's a really good chaos room for somebody who also has Dr. Fetus. I love the bomb synergy Dr. Fetus combo. Although we didn't get, like, any of the knockout ones, like we didn't get Sad Bombs, but I don't even remember how Sad Bombs works when you have Dr. Fetus anyway. I think it just spits out, like, generic tiers with your damage stat, instead of becoming, like, an extra Scatter Bombs or something, which, arguably with Mr. Mega could be worse. Like, that could be very destructive for us. How did he push that so far? Oh, because it got stuck to him and then probably, like, had no mass anymore. Okay, I get it. This run's shaping up to be interesting. Yeah, we'll get Mom's Person. I think we will take Mom's Pearls. It gets us closer to the Mom transformation, but that's really secondary. The luck upgrade is very valuable, though. In my opinion, at least. You know, it's an underrated stat. And being able to hold 2 trinkets, also nice. We must be getting close to the end of this floor. We're way behind schedule for Boss Rush, unfortunately, but we must be getting close to the end of this floor. Help. Thank God those enemies stand still every now and then. Okay, we gotta get out of here. I can't recall if we've been to the item room on this floor. I think we haven't. Wow, bad damage. Did we stick that to, like, a ghost? Am I losing my mind? Not the greatest item combo for dealing with this guy, admittedly. But a good time to get a deal with the devil. I feel relatively confident. I could live with it right now. Sticky bombs are actually working out nicely. We gotta deal with the devil, and I gotta question this. Because the thing is, you're gonna look at this and you're gonna be like, well, this is actually an easy one. We're just not gonna take it. Where do we get little chest from? From the boss. Where do we get Mom's Purse? Those are from the item room, item room, item room. I don't think we, or sorry, the library. I don't think we've been to the item room on this floor yet. Was it up here and I just, like, tunnel vision past it? I'm basically, by doing this, I'm saying I'm going to give up on Boss Rush. And I think I'm okay with that. I'm less interested in Boss Rush than I am in at least making sure that I don't forget to go to the item room, which would be, if not a colossal mistake, dumb, at least. And here's our item room down here. We do have golden keys, so that's no problem. Black bean is not really worth going back for, but it's not deleterious. Reroll all consumables on the ground, and got another book. Weirdly enough, we're getting books in weird places, and in the library we're getting strange items, but that's chaos for you, I suppose. Death, get out of jail free. So we're gonna take get out of jail free, and the reasoning for right. We did have a deal with the devil there. We're still gonna take get out of jail free. And the reason we're going to take get out of jail free is because it gives us the ability to take a deal with the devil and still fight Mega Satan, which is important. Now, I'd rather use it maybe to open up Boss Rush, if we can do that. I can't remember if it allows you to get in or get out or both, but that is only going to be a plausible scenario if we're able to use it to, or if we're able to get the second key piece as is right now. And, you know, we deliberately... It didn't hurt that the item was bad to begin with in the deal with the devil, telepathy for dummies. Maybe gives us homing bombs, but we could just get that passively anyway. But what I'm getting at here is we didn't compromise our ability to get a deal with the angels, so I think that we should be hoping that that's the way that that's going to shake out for us in the future. And if not, so be it. You know, we don't hold all the cards in Isaac. We're a vessel for the run to funnel through. Full health? Mostly in that situation, that's recon. It's just good to know it exists. And we'll continue moving on here. It's a run that, like, weirdly feels like it should be faster, and isn't. And that's not to say it's bad, because I don't think that that's the case at all. It's just slower than you'd expect. But you know what would actually be awesome is like an exact replica of that run we had recently where we got... sticky bombs finally burned us. Of that run where we got butt bombs. And then we're able to just like stack up this butt bomb damage and like destroy enemies super easily. With, I can't remember if that was just with number 2 or if we had more there. Unfortunately, just got to a 2nd level bandage girl. Didn't get a deal with the devil out of that, but it could be worse. 2nd level bandage girl's not that bad. We're not going to be shooting often enough to, in all likelihood, make that a stellar option for us, but it might not be horrible. It's still an orbital, you know, one way or the other. The stars. I'm just going to pop it because we're probably not going to be able to make good use of boss rush regardless, so anything that works for us there is good. And we should start using the D12 again. I have, on the last floors, the mushrooms made sense to me. On these floors, skulls are good. But I think a case can be made, perhaps. You're not dead. And a temperance card, basically. Again, it's just a space filler at this point. Like, I would love to get HP, but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. You know, we can use our money for good purposes. In fact, we should endeavor to get as much as possible from that blood bank. Because we got a lot of red hearts just sitting here. I mean, we haven't done anything. We don't... here's the thing. We have Mom's Purse, but we don't really want Flat Penny long term. But it's not a bad thing to hold. Especially, you know, even if it gives us 10 keys, relatively modest prediction, like, that's still good for us. Any rocks on here? Skulls. Yeah, I mean, we should try to get the HP out of it. Because we got a lot of HP just chilling, and we're not doing anything with Little Chad. Little Chad is just sitting on its butt all the time here, so getting any sort of value out of Little Chad is good here. I think we will take Placenta for the lifesteal. We'll take the pills from the coin purse for the mom transformation predominantly, and we get a speed down. We get a puberty pill. We get a tears down. We get a 48-hour energy. I used D12 by accident. We also got bad gas. These are all pretty horrible. But Placenta, a good pickup, I think, for this situation. Not my favorite HP upgrade. Usually an HP upgrade that I actually am, you know, quite unhappy with. Prefer to be able to control my own destiny when it comes to our, you know, permanent Polaroid invincibility and the Whore of Babylon and stuff like that. But for now, that extra HP might come in handy. So I am going to play, like, old-ass Isaac School here. And what I mean by that is I'm going to take the HP and I'm going to try to use it to get a blood bag. That's not something that, you know, New Northern Lion has done recently. Largely because I'm not throwing myself under the bus. It's usually unnecessary. You know, we're pulling out wins without it. We don't need it most of the time. That being said, in this situation, I think it's a little scarier than it actually looks right now. And I mean that. Like, I think it's just a slight bit dicier than appearances may be letting on. Just because our own bombs can hurt us so much, and we don't really have good alternative sources of dealing damage. We don't need good alternative sources of dealing damage. But I'm just saying, you know, with our HP being somewhat low, it is still something that's weighing on my mind here, and I'll take the extra bounty that we can get. We didn't, unfortunately, obviously, we didn't get IV bag or blood bag. Both of which could have been good for us long term, but life goes on. Sure, I will go back for that. And again, we're slow, but we're keeping it together here. We'll look for a second secret room, and I'm at least happy I did things sensibly here. I played with the fundamentals being at the forefront of my focus right now. As we head down to a floor that we are way too slow to take advantage of boss rush on. Unless get out of jail free somehow makes that plausible for us. And again, I don't know that that's the case. In fact, I doubt it is, but I only use get out of jail free, like, it's a card that very, very rarely shows up. I'm concerned that I've let them get past my choke point here. Help me. Oh god, it worked. Full aggro! It worked. We're getting, like, a ridiculous amount of consumables when we finish rooms, by the way. So, I actually think that the way to the easy win on this run is just HP. You know, if there's any way that we can Even like IV bag Bloody Penny is a very easy way for us to come through in the clutch here and just kind of steamroll the rest of the game. But I'm not actually worried. And Bomber Boy now has me extremely worried. Bomber Boy plus Mr. Mega is one of those synergies that's so amazing that it's actually terrible. Which is why I took it. Why did I take it for real, though? Well, because it's awesome. When it hits a boss and it does, like, you know, 999,000 damage, you're going to see the true value, and you'll be ashamed of your words and your deeds. But for now, on big rooms, we're going to love it. On small rooms, we're going to have to be very, very cautious indeed. Oh, God. Hurry up, please. Oh, my lord. I can't believe that we somehow did not get hit there. The range on this is just... Basically, the problem with Bomber Boy, Mr. Mega, is that we spawn a bunch of bombs. Basically, that's what it is. Like, every bomb is actually, like, 10 bombs. And the problem with that is that each one of those 10 bombs is going to have a very large... explosive radius, as you saw right there. So it does create a situation in which I have to be much, much more cautious about where I'm standing. And every time I fire a bomb, probably like 25% of the average room becomes uninhabitable. You know, we'll take damage if we stand there. But it's lovely. Like, it's also just amazing in terms of the damage output. And we're really going to see that on display when we start fighting enemies here. But I'm not gonna lie, it also creates, yeah, like that's gonna hit me. And you know, if you shoot a bomb improperly, especially on a small room, you're out of luck, unfortunately. Okay, that was awesome, and I immediately squandered it. Chariot, not really worth much here. Okay, we gotta play really well. I think actually, it's weird. I still think it's the right decision, but taking Bomber Boy probably lowered our chances of winning, but it raised our chances of winning spectacularly. It didn't make our chances spectacular. It means that if we win, it is going to be a spectacular win one way or the other, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. So we still have get out of jail free. We're still holding up our use of that in the hopes of getting, you know, the angel statue to pay out, and then we could use it to, I don't know, maybe get in the hush fight or something. But now these rocks are irrelevant to me, largely. Wow, it's really bad. Which is why I will be shooting them down. Again, can't stress the delicacy of this situation. In theory, we should be blowing up like all of the available polyps, because the polyps can give you HP upgrades. And this is one of the few times, I know there's a trinket down there, but we don't really care about that one. It's one of the few times where, in theory, is also going to... Like, whenever people bring up, oh, in theory, this is the right decision, it's a preface to them having some excuse for not doing what is actually right to be done, you know, in that course of action. That's not the case here. I'm going to at least endeavor to blow up all the polyps. The reason for that is the extra HP is quite valuable. There you go. There's an Eternal Heart, so that's worth a lot as is. And then... we do have to keep it alive, admittedly, but I think that's conceivable. How did we not take damage from walking into the red poop? We must have some item or maybe a brief period of invincibility or something that protected us, because I fucking kissed that red poop. And I did not like it, Katy Perry. I did not like it one bit. Just run. Okay. Yeah, we actually... have to be even more conservative than I have been with the bombs so far, because we really the area of effect for the bombs is huge, and it's bigger than the hitbox would even, or than the sprite for the explosion would have you believe. I thought we'd seen so many bad pills we couldn't possibly encounter another one, but I was incorrect. By the way, it's actually like we've gotten a terrible synergy here that I never would have expected, and that's sticky bombs combined with Bomber Boy combined with Mr. Mega. Usually with bombs, you're like, the more the merrier. Here, though, that means we shoot an enemy. That enemy, if it rushes us down, can bring the hurt to us and create a situation in which it's very difficult for us to dodge the impending explosion. But all that means, that was, of course, very bad, but all that means is that we're going to have to play better. And, I mean, as much as we can belabor the point of, oh, well, in a true, you know, ideal world, this is the way we'd handle things. Like, we really just have to dodge better. Like, that's the meat and potatoes of the situation right now, is that if we dodge better, we'll probably be fine. I don't like the idea of paying 2 hearts to go into a curse room on a run where we have chaos and we don't have any guppy items. So usually, like, those rooms are advisable, but we could go in there and get jack shit. In fact, we're probably likely to go in there and get jack shit, even if it's an item. So not super invested. This is a tough room in this situation. But I think HP wise on this floor we did very well. Daddy Longlegs should not be long for this world. Okay, Tiny Planet. You know I have to. And rest assured, I'll take it. We can still use get out of jail free. Rest assured, I know this is the worst decision I could have made here. Why did I take it? Because it's zany. And you know how many zany runs we got left on the way to Afterbirth Plus? This could be the last one. How could I be the guy who deprives you of this ridiculous synergy en route to the release of Afterbirth Plus? Now, okay, not a great route. Was it a smart idea? Well, I think the results speak for themselves right now. I would say probably not. However, do I stand by it? In some ways, yes. I certainly don't stand by it being a good idea. That would be idiotic. But I stand by it being an idea in the literal sense of the word. Okay. So what's the ticket now? What's the secret? How are we going to pull out a win here? Oh, it's very simple. We're going to use our orbital to kill everything. And hope that we get Pyromaniac somehow. Great start. Okay. This is like my are you not entertained moment. Yara. I mean, good item. Good item. Are we actually going to fight Mega Satan on this run? There is a chance. There is another. Oh my god, a double key room. Could a reroll save me? No, but we could reroll, you know, rocks 1,000 times. We can also place bombs, and that's something I'm going to have to consider here, because the placement of a bomb could be valuable. We have unlimited bombs, but we also have the ability to place a limited number of bombs. Might be a more advisable approach in this situation. Now, this is a fucked up one. I was going to say, I can't place a bomb. I don't think I can shoot a bomb. I certainly cannot place one, so I'm just waiting for my attack fly to come back around. Oh, I walked on the spikes. Beautiful. Okay. No, we can still do this. That probably would have been a better approach to take in the first place. Okay, those guys go. Bit of a misstep there, but let's not let it define us. Beautiful. This is fucked. Didn't get him? There we go. Good. Oh, okay. Oh, I know how this looks. I know this looks like we're fucked beyond belief. I have to choose to believe that that's not the case. I have to choose to believe that there is a way out of the zaniness pit that I've created, and maybe it begins and ends with that second secret room. You never fucking know, dude. Yeah, Magic 8 Ball, that's the ticket. No. There's still avenues for success. Fated Polaroid is better than Flat Penny when we have 88 keys. Just the occasional invisibleness will be worth a lot for us here. That is essential. Let's not ignore the power of being able to walk through rooms. Well, the power of being able to just bomb through rooms in the cathedral. That could be valuable. Experimental treatment. We could also find, pretty easily, in fact, find a reroll room. And when I say pretty easily, that's a little bit of wishful thinking, but hopefully you understand where I'm coming from there. That is the ticket. Need to land these bombs. proving more difficult than you'd expect right now. We could just place them, but, you know, if it's not safe for us to shoot bombs on this boss fight, it will never be safe for us to shoot bombs again. And that may be the case, you know. I don't want to just ignore reality. Yeah, Isaac. I don't know, dude. The spiders are fine. It's the teratoma aspects here that are slightly more troubling. We know it's 8-ball in there. I don't care. The 8-ball is not meaningless. Or is not meaningful, I should say. I'm just going to let the dudes know on Skype. I'm going to be like 2 minutes late here. Okay. Let's do this. Ultimate Chicken Horse is going to have to temporarily wait. So what's the secret on this floor? Oh, it's very simple. We are going to place bombs on rooms we don't like. We're going to place a bomb to open like every room, I think. Like, that was great. And then we're going to hope for great items on the chest. And if we get great items on the chest, then everything's great. And if everything's great, we go fight Mega Satan. If we don't get great items on the chest, we enter a frightening holding pattern that we live in until we're able to either win the run or it's over. Come on with that, though. We do have the wafer, right? We picked up the wafer, is that correct? The other thing that we have going for us is Little Chad, which for a long... Oh, wow. Nice spider there. Tactical nuke inbound. For a long time, the existence of Little Chad seemed actually useless for us on this run. That is proving to not be the case any longer, for sure. We are also starting to run out of bombs. But I think our allegiance is to whatever... You can still hit yourself with the fucking bomb, you idiot. I think our allegiance is to whatever room we're on at the present moment. So, do not save bombs. It's a fool's gamble. That's alright, they're both close to death. Lovely. Even lovelier. Okay, this is going to be a bit of a moment of truth, because we can only get hit maybe 5 times. I can't remember if we actually came to a definitive conclusion about having the wafer or not, but... Fair to say, in most in most situations, I think it's probably the wrong idea to take Tiny Planet with Bomber Boy. That was so bad, but at the same time, you could see it happening a mile away here. There we go. Get the hell out of here. I hit you. I hit you. All we have to do is finish this boss fight. We escape with so much HP. We still got 24 bombs. Who gives a shit about the penny? Don't even go for the penny, dude. Now, that was dicey. But we had to get that bomb in order to preserve our own safety. So I would do it again in a heartbeat here. And we're going to do the same thing. If he's close enough, we place a bomb and walk away. Alright, so we're going to beat Isaac. Are we going to go fight Mega Satan? Great question. That seems like the worst idea. We might have Scapular, too. I can't remember. It could be the last run. We should at least open the boss fight, and if we could get, like, a sun card, I'd be much more inclined. Sad bombs, HP, poison bombs. What happens to our bombs? Fuck it, we have to try, right? Like, look at that. How could we not try? I couldn't live with myself if I didn't try to get the Mega Satan kill out of a ridiculous situation like this. Now again, in case it's not obvious, damage has never really been our problem. In fact, I fully expect our damage to actually be spectacular. I'm mostly just throwing down bombs because, you know, every extra bomb creates like another hell maw that just sucks enemies into it and actually leads to a substantially easier I very nearly got hit by that. Substantially easier situation. I actually think we're easily going to beat Mega Satan. As ridiculous as that might have seemed a few seconds ago, the sad bombs and to a lesser extent poison bombs pickup is gonna do it for us. I am amazed, but also vindicated, because I'm sure a lot of people were like, well, as soon as he picked it up, I knew it was GG. Look at the fucking firestorm that these bombs create. It's so high damage. We've done it. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. New Isaac episodes every single day at 6 a.m. PST. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.